If you want to make R&B samples that make people sit outside their windows crying, this is the video for you. Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? Today I'm gonna show y'all how to make an R&B sample for artists like Drake, Bryson, SZA, The Weeknd, so on. If you're new to the channel, man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. We trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. We about to hit 1.6K. The support that y'all have been showing, man, the love is just insane, and I just want to say thank y'all. But yeah, with that being said, let's get right into it. So this is what the sample sounds like. So yeah, nothing too crazy, it's just real simple, melodic. So let's break it down. So as you can see right here, I have it rendered out because in the first 4 bars of the sample, I have it reversed and pitched down. So what I've learned to start doing for my R&B samples when I don't know how to start, because sometimes I get tired of just making simple chords. What I started doing is going into Splice and finding me a drum loop. So what I did was go into Splice and I found this percussion loop right here. And this is what it sounds like. I just use that normally just to give myself a bounce for this type of samples. And at the end of the day, if I like it, then I'm gonna keep it. But if I don't, then it just gives me another bounce to my sample without actually having the drums. It'll make sense once it's done. So like how I always start off in Labs when I'm making R&B samples. If y'all don't know, again, like I said in my last 2 R&B videos, Labs is the best soft piano VST. I had to turn down the lighting because that shit was too bright. It's 3 AM. All this is just a 1 chord with a pause, a 1 chord, into the 2 chord, and then rinse and repeat, except right here I put some variation going from the 1 to the 5 to the 2. Now for those of y'all that actually want to learn music theory and actually get into the depths of it, what we have here is an E minor 9th going into a pause again, playing some accent notes back into the 9th. Then what we have here is an F sharp 7th, not a minor or major 7th, but a dominant 7th. When you're playing out chords, man, you don't gotta play it like this highlighted. This is still a 9th. Me removing this bass note right here is still a 9th. Why? Because the E root note is still down here, meaning that you can play 4 notes above E, which would be the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, and the 9th, making it an E minor 9th chord, having the root note, which is the bass note, be the 1. So again, this is real simple. All this is going into an E minor 9th. Then we bounce it up 5, and you don't have to do anything, into another minor chord. And if you want to get to here, and if you're new to just making chords in general, the best way to do it to get from one minor chord to the other, which is a really good progression, is the 1-5. Basically all you do is go into your scale and you're going to go up 5 in the scale. So in my scale I have E minor, so this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you see how we're still in the minor 9th chord. And you might be thinking, well, why does this look different? Because it's inverted. That's why I said chord inversions, learning music theory. Then we have it going back down into the F sharp 7th, and that's how we got our chord progression. For my mix, I didn't add nothing. I didn't add no EQ to this. All I did was just add a chorus June 6th, didn't touch nothing, and a reverb with the mix turned down. After that, what I did was just copy and paste my chords into an analog preset, into the smoother preset by Lewis Flynn. It's a pad, and this is what it sounds like. For this, all I did was just add a Fab Filter Pro Q3, which is just a regular EQ. It's the same thing as the Fruity EQ, except it just has this preset right here called the bandpass narrow. All it does is just create a bandpass that's adjustable, and then you're able to still see the frequencies. I like Pro Q3 a little bit more is because you're able to pull down where the exact hertz is and be able to pull it up or down. That's really like the only advantage it has other than Fruity EQ, but Fruity EQ is still a valid plugin. After that, I went back into analog and I pulled out this No Pleasure preset by Xze. It's an ambient pad. And then all I did again was just copy and paste my chords. Like I said last video, man, y'all don't really need to overcomplicate your samples, especially when it comes down to R&B. And R&B really is just sound selection. And I'm just showing y'all right here that I took a couple of chords, copy and pasted them, and made a simple R&B sample that can be flipped and processed into something even crazier. So for the same thing, all I did was just go into this Pro Q3, and all I did was just put a bandpass scenario, cutting out a lot of the high end, and then another reverb with the mix turned down. And then lastly, all I did was go into the analog again, pulling out this Layers Summer Night preset, and it's by Lifestyle Did It. Shout out Lifestyle. And for my bass, all I did was just copy and paste the root notes, and this is what I got. With these four sounds together, this is what it sounds like. After that, I knew the sample was pretty much done. I knew kind of the idea that I wanted, but I knew that after that, I just wanted to add some textures and fillers. So basically all I did was go on a Splice and I grabbed this guitar right here. Then I grabbed these little like zaps. I don't even know what to call them. They just sound hard. I feel like this is my favorite part of the sample. Then after that, I went and grabbed the vocal sample. A lot of y'all sent me Instagram DMs asking me what preset I had on my vocals. It's in my last video, but I'm gonna just break it down. All it is just a Fruity EQ, dropping some of the frequencies down, a vintage chorus, a love filter, a panman, a decapitator, reverb, and some delay. You can copy this word for word, bar for bar, but just make sure you tune it to your settings. So after all that was said and done, this is what the sample sounds like. The sample, I love the way the sample came out, but I knew that I had a different idea for it. So basically all I did was stem it out. And then what I did was drop it down 300 cents And then what I did was take the first stem of the sample, make it unique, reversing it, and then when you have it like that, this is what it sounds like. And then this is what it's gonna sound like with simple drums. And yeah, that's how I make simple dark R&B samples for Drake. If you want to get this sample, man, I'm gonna leave it in my Discord. Link will be in the description. If you enjoyed the video, make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 2K subs. I hope y'all did enjoy it, and with that being said, I'm out.